Hi Karen, thank you for getting your essay back to me. Well done, amazing. This is really interesting. You've done really well. I've just put the title in here so we know what we're doing. In many workplaces, online communication is now more common than face-to-face. What are the reasons for this? So that's the first kind of half. And do the advantages outweigh the disadvantages? So I really like your intro. The rapid development of technology and the situation of the pandemic that humans are now facing. Would have to be plural there. Humans are now facing. Humans are now facing. Leading people in the workplaces to use online methods to communicate. Okay, pause there. Let's get this grammar right. Rapid development. Situation of the pandemic that humans are now facing. And then you'd have to have a comma, is leading. So the rapid development, is leading. That would have to be your whole verb, present continuous. People in workplaces to use online methods, plural, to communicate. For example, good, great to have that in there now, using Zoom and Teams, capital letter because they're actual things. So Zoom and Teams to organise online meetings. Brilliant. Really nice start. Personally, I think the advantages of using online meetings outweigh. Now, be careful on this kind of sentence because what I don't like here is that you're not telling me any of the possible advantages or any of the possible disadvantages. I know you're going to go into it here, but you need to kind of give me a little bit, like a tiny bit of information, including cost, for example, outweigh any disadvantages or outweigh the lack of human contact. Something like that. You don't need to actually put the disadvantages. So you don't actually need that, but you could put one of the disadvantages, for example, something like that. Oh, don't ever start with and. Put this essay we'll discuss. So that's a little bit too informal. Go with this essay we'll discuss. Yeah? This essay we'll debate, discuss or debate some of these reasons, some of these issues or something like that. Okay? But really, really nice start. Well done. Good. The benefits of work. How long is this? Sorry, I'm reading this in a panic now. Hang on. Okay, 370, all right. If you can do that in 40 minutes, okay, but that is your max. You really should be happy on around 340. Be able to say what you want to say in around 340, okay? There are benefits of both working online and meeting face-to-face, okay? Working online, now be careful here, because I want you to tell me the reasons for this. I don't want you to discuss. Okay, let's see what you're saying first and make sure you're answering the question. There are benefits of working both online and meeting face-to-face. Working online is obviously a more flexible choice than working in an office because people can manage their time and work can be done anywhere. Good. Online working is also private since there'll be no colleagues, and so that a worker, well done, can have their own space. And brilliant, Karen, for writing a worker, not you. Really good. Also, working online can reduce the extra transport fee or lunch fee, which can have effect on money saving. Absolutely. At the same time, meeting online is time saving by reducing the worry of transportation. Okay, now, whoa. What you've done here is given me, okay, one. If we put in here, this is number one, you give me one reason here. It's private. Number two, here's another one, number three. Here's another one, number four. Here's another one, number five. And here's another one, number six. You give me 6 reasons, okay? You're absolutely right. They're great reasons. But what I need you to do here is develop it. Choose 2 reasons and really develop it. And we'll practice this next time when we're back at school. So they can have their own space, which means that, why is that good? They can discuss private meetings without worrying about any information being shared that shouldn't be shared. Manage their time anywhere. any time. So in order to avoid jet lag when travelling, or having to fly across the world or something, fly internationally. So develop it. It's in order to really score in this exam, you need to just have less points, but develop them. And those are nice little ways in that you can develop them. So we will work on that again. So this is great, but it's too many sentences. Your sentences aren't developing and they're not connecting. Working online has been widely used and accepted by the public because it's extremely serviceable. Good word. Online meetings are convenient when, I would say, they are as successful as, by only having, good, nice one, by only having, I like the grammar, a stable network, people can have meetings online, without any difficulty. Might be less nervous to workers since they don't, less anxiety making. They would feel less nervous. Something can't be less nervous. Something can be less anxious or less worrying even. Don't need to travel. Good. Although some people say online communication has reduced human contact. This method, okay, let's go back. So you've got so much good stuff, and I really like lots of what you're saying, but we need to make sure we're answering the question. So what are the reasons for this? Okay, so you're giving me loads of reasons in here. Great. Well, you're telling me the benefits. Let's get back into this idea of reasons. So we need to be careful on the organisation here. Okay. So do you see the problem I'm having, Karen? What I'm trying to work out is which paragraph is the advantages. These are the benefits. Okay, I get that. In which case, where are the reasons for it? Why is it happening? You can use it a little bit here, but you need to be developing this more. So I think if I'm going to go back into the organisation, marking it as an examiner, I need to know that you're answering exactly the right question. So that I would really like to have those clear paragraphs. What are the reasons in here? And what are the advantages compared to the disadvantages? So I think you've got an issue on organisation. I think so much of the content's great, but I think there's a bit of an issue on organisation. So I think hopefully that just shows you the importance of that. My little questions at the beginning here were just really to chat and get some ideas in. But really, when you're going to answer this, you want to have what are the reasons in one session, do the advantages outweigh the disadvantages in the other, and then in your conclusion, you want to have your opinion. So I believe that. So that would be perfect. So you've got great content, love it. What I would do if you don't need to worry now, but I would just say, look, have another look at it and try and get your ideas into that shape of organisation. Okay, let's look at the bar chart. I'm going to put the picture in here for. Okay, so you've done a really good effort at this, and I'm sorry, my fault. We missed a lesson talking about this, these bar charts, because you were having your lessons with Teresita, so thank you for that. So you have to say it's a bar chart. Static result of movie preference, yep. Information, number of results, good. The most popular movie genre, so here you need somewhere an overall sentence, like an overview. And I'll show you where to put that in a minute. The most popular movie genre of both genders, watch out your S's, was comedy, which has, if you're using has, you'd have to say has been selected. Has been selected by 145 boys and 136 girls. Good. Okay. The least popular type of movie was animation. Selected by. Okay. Well done. You don't need to do the maths. Fantastic, but you don't have to. Movie genre. Biggest difference was romantic. Yep. Sad comedy. Yep. Okay. So yours is absolutely fine. What you've done is you've given me the information, which is great. In order to score good marks here, we have to group information and compare. So the instructions which you have somewhere would say select, so report, summarize the information given, which means you can't tell me everything. And it says compare where you can. So make comparisons. So this is what we need to be doing. So we need to be saying, for example, something like romantic movies are, because it's a present tense, X times less popular than another one. So we need to compare, for example, that one with that one, or you can compare it with the one above. Horror movies were twice as popular as romantic films, but that's where you're going to score the marks, is in that kind of comparative language. So what I've done here, because this is very long for you, what I've done is given you this, which is what the others had a look at. So this is a kind of template. The bar chart shows, so first sentence, tell me what it shows. You need an overview. Now don't put numbers in here. Overall it's clear that's something, and this was the most popular and that wasn't. So that doesn't need to have numbers in, but it needs to just have an overview. Then the next 2 paragraphs you get into the detail. Yeah, so for young men this, but in contrast, young women something. As far as drama movies are concerned, or something is concerned, women were more inclined to watch, then give me some numbers. Romantic, in contrast, were chosen by this, 116 women, while only 31 men enjoy this kind of film. And then here I'm grouping together animation, drama, horror. So this idea of grouping information together works really well. Karen, fantastic. Really happy with all your work and hope you find this useful.